Hello everybody, my name is Arcana and today I'm here to talk about the Miguel fan art situation and why it's absolutely stupid. An artist by the name of Kami Mamoru made a fan art of Miguel gender bent. If you don't know, gender bending art has existed for quite a bit of time. Rule 63 is the name of it if you really want to know and look at stuff. There's some good stuff like Kratos and Sephiroth, pretty nice. The point being, however, that this Miguel Ojara character was turned into a woman when normally they are a man, and the artist has gotten flack for it because they made the character conventionally attractive and they didn't appeal to some random fetishes that people have online. Men and women have come out and said it's wrong and it's distasteful, and I'm here to explain why that's absolutely stupid. Number one is they keep saying that Miguel is being sexualized by making them conventionally attractive, which is funny because as a man they are conventionally attractive. I say they're 6'5" to 6'6", but I had someone tell me that they might as well be 6'9". They're tan, which is dark. They're handsome, dark and handsome, the trope. He's muscular, which is extremely muscular for that height. He's also cut. He's hyper intelligent. He has fangs and vampire teeth, and he's a little bit stoic as he seemingly is very rude and evil towards Miles, but he also has a sympathetic side because he's like, I'm sorry, but you have to, as you may know from the movie. And if you take that into account, this man literally hits fetish after fetish after fetish, kink after kink after kink. He's literally a romance archetype thrown into a character that also knows how to fight. This is a hyper sexualized character along the male spectrum. And calling the female version of said character to be sexualized simply because they have low body fat and they're not muscular but they have a pretty face is ridiculous. If you're going to have an issue with sexualization, you have to have an issue with sexualization across the board. There is no poking at this and not poking at that. Another thing is they're upset that they're not muscular. Realistically speaking, even if Miguel took steroids, there is a possibility that Miguel would not end up that muscular. Now, here's the thing. Most men you see are not going to be muscular whatsoever. Then most men who are tall are not going to be muscular. It's hard to get muscle at that height. Then you take into account that he could be 6'9", even if you lower it to 6'5". That's ridiculous for that size. There's plenty of people who are 6'5", 6'4", 6'3". They have trouble getting that muscle naturally because it's so hard. He's also cut. It's very hard to be lean and cut like that, and yet he has that proportion, and it's unrealistic. So for someone who's a woman who does not have the same testosterone and doesn't have the same thing going for her to get upset that that character also isn't muscular, it doesn't make any sense at all. It's not even a realistic thing. So why are you complaining that, oh, they're not muscular? Miguel shouldn't even be that muscular. He is a fighter. He is somebody who does martial arts. Martial artists and fighters are not normally that big. Look at Ngannou. Ngannou's physique looks like shit compared to Miguel's. And Miguel is taller than him, even if he's 6'5". It doesn't make any sense. Many people say that it's just not canon. That's a dumb argument. It's fan art. It's not supposed to be canon. And then most people also point into the fact of, oh, well, realistically, they would be this way because they are like this as a man. And it's just something I pointed out earlier, but it's somewhat different because when you look at Otto Octavius, he's fat, and then you look at Olivia Octavius, and she looks like she took a box of Ozempic, because if anything, she'd lean closer to the anorexic side than she would lean to a fat side, and nobody's complaining about how she looks. The fact of the matter is, no matter how you slice it, this is stupid, and getting angry over this makes no sense. It's a fan creation, and you guys bringing up all this stuff and trying to act like this is a feminist issue, this is a issue on the body types and such like that, makes no sense. It's a fan art, and people can make a character however they want to make a character. They don't need to abide by how the male standard looks, or vice versa. They wouldn't need to abide how the female standard looks. To make a male Zelda that's not Link, basically, and they decide to make them a lot skinnier or to have more feminine assets or whatever else, who the fuck cares? If they want to make them hyper masculine, who cares? It's fan art. This canon excuse does not fall for fan art. You guys need to get over yourselves and stop abusing people for creating stuff that they want to create, because what's going to happen is these people, I have seen it with the artist Chase Shu. They went from drawing all the under night art, they got harassed because their OC looked somewhat like Ori, and then they went and they're done doing that. They don't do that fan art anymore, so the fan art dropped off. And while Spider-Man is more popular and some people leaving isn't going to change as much, every artist counts. Every single one. Stop bullying fan artists because they didn't draw to your muscle fetish. If you have that much of a muscle fetish, here's what you do. Go out there, get yourself a 9-to-5, start a YouTube channel and make money from it. Go and hustle. I don't care what you do. I prefer you don't do something illegal. But hey, if you make money jaywalking, cool. Make that money. Go to an artist, commission it, pay for it, get your art. They don't need to draw to your liking because you want something some way. Stop this.